Is there a man with the power to instill fear throughout a city government?
A man with the influence to force the firing of a city manager and get himself nominated to replace him.
For weeks, police officers in Riviera Beach have told News Channel 5 off the record their answer to those questions is absolutely yes.
Tonight, 3 officers go on the record. Here with her continuing WPTV investigation are Wanda Moore. Wanda?
Michael and Kelly, the 3 officers made it clear Police Chief Clarence Williams does have that kind of power and control.
I fear physical retaliation from the chief and his little minions. I mean, there's no telling what they'll do in order to retaliate.
Physical
Retaliation, yes.
Strong feelings echoed by 3 Riviera Beach police officers. WPTV News Channel 5 agreed to hide their identities, even alter their voices so that they would share their stories.
People are demoralized. The officers are scared.
Scared of this man, they claim, Riviera Beach Police Chief Clarence Williams.
He's by far the most powerful man in that city. Who holds him accountable? Absolutely nobody.
But these officers tell me that changed when council hired Jonathan Evans to be its city manager in March.
Jonathan Evans was on the way to holding him accountable for what he's been doing for several years. And once he saw that he was going to be held accountable, they got rid of him for no reason.
The officers believe the chief orchestrated Evans' firing after only 6 months on the job.
His fingerprints are all up on this entire corruption and this whole coup that's going on.
They point to a secret meeting at Hearst Chapel 8 days after council fired Evans. A secret meeting a WPTV investigation exposed. I confronted Chief Williams as he walked out.
I just arrived. So,
Oh, you just arrived?
Yeah.
Because we saw you get in earlier, so I was just wondering.
Yeah, I've come and gone, and you couldn't have seen me.
The chief later confessed to being at that meeting.
Anything that you saw me doing since that September 29th date was simply to keep people safe.
Multiple sources confirm the agenda was to talk about how to make sure Evans never got his job back, despite the public outcry over his firing. That lie by the chief, the officers told me, gave them the courage to take the no confidence vote, something they say they wanted to do for years.
The vote of no confidence gave a lot of people hope because they said, okay, we got the courage to come together. We became strong. We became united.
That lie convinced a huge majority of officers the chief wanted the city manager's job for himself.
My feeling was the same as all the other officers that I've talked to, that he's a liar. When put under pressure, he won't do the right thing.
And that lie, the officers claim, made it clear to them that Williams would always have them under his thumb.
It was very important because the fact that the officers saw that he wasn't just going to retire and go away. His plan, ultimate plan, was to become the city manager. It can't happen. Everybody's afraid of it. Everybody.
They say when the chief held his news conference, his words, but more so the chants of his inner circle, fueled that fear.
Ride or die. Ride or die. Go ahead. Ride or die.
I absolutely took that threat home, to say the least. I've spoken to my family and have warned them. It was threatening. There's no other way to look at it.
Now the officers say they need the people they protect and serve to help them.
Recognize that this chief of police is a huge part of this. I call it a conspiracy because that's what it is. And we need their support. But we'll always be there for them. Always.
And specifically, the officers are asking the public to keep up the pressure to not let the chief become the next city manager. And when it comes to the chief's position, not to let anyone from within his inner circle, especially Alex Freeman, replace him. Now, I want to make it clear that Chief Williams has not been accused of committing any crimes. And I also want to make it clear that I did reach out numerous times to the chief and his lawyers to see if they wanted to be part of this story. They declined.